Hey guys, I'm in my car, have a little bit of a cold, feeling a little bit of a mess, but also feeling super compelled to share something that I heard on Dave Ramsey today. So when I'm driving around running errands, I always listen to podcasts. I never listen to the radio. And it doesn't matter if I'm just going 5 minutes down the road to the post office. I'm plugging in a podcast. There's so much free content available now online that will motivate and inspire you. And I'm a huge money snob. I'm all about money management, about being debt free. That's just something that's really important to me. And so I watch and listen to a lot of podcasts about money management and being debt free. And Dave Ramsey is just one that I happen to listen to. And he said something today which goes hand in hand with several live broadcast webinars I've been doing in other people's groups for the last week about time management. And, you know, so often we don't have time. And, you know, I say it all the time. You're not busier than Beyonce. It's not that you don't have time. It's that you don't have time management skills, because we all have the exact same numbers of hours in a day. It's just how we choose to manage those hours, right? So it's not about having time or not having time. It's about learning the time management skills that it takes to be successful. But he said something, excuse me, pardon me, got a little something going on here. So rude, but I don't want to start over, and we're already live. So, but he said something really interesting. He said, you know, it's not about what you're willing to do to be successful. I can make a long list of things that I will tell you right now that I'm willing to do to be successful. I will do anything to be successful. I'll sell my firstborn child to be successful. I mean, I would, well, some days I would, but that's not what I mean. Like, we know that we're all willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. It's not about that. Those are just words, right? What are you willing to give up to be successful? That's where the rubber meets the road. Not what are you willing to do to succeed, but what are you willing to give up to be successful? What are you willing to put on the back burner, put on hold? What kind of changes are you willing to make to be successful? So I do a lot of financial coaching with my company, and also just kind of local in the community. Like I said earlier, if you're just tuning in, I'm a big advocate for being financially responsible, women being empowered and financially secure, not needing a man in your life, but wanting that man in your life, but being able to stand on your own 2 feet. And I do a lot of financial counseling and coaching and debt management and things like that. And what I have found is that we all say we want these things, but we're not willing to do anything about it. We're not willing to sacrifice anything. I want to be wealthy and debt free, but I want my Starbucks coffee 5 times a week. I really, really want to get out of this debt and be financially responsible, but I'm not willing to give up all these extracurricular activities, and God forbid you ask me to not buy a pair of shoes and a brand new purse once a month. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. What are you willing to give up? So what I want you to do is, in comments below, what are you willing to give up to be successful? I'm not just talking about unique. I want you to think about your financial situation with your family. I want you to think about where you are in your life right now. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? And what are you willing to give up to get there? Don't tell me what you're willing to do. You know, I will do anything. Tell me what you're willing to sacrifice to get there. Are you willing to eat beans and rice to get out of debt? Are you willing to never go to a movie for another year? Are you willing to not eat out? Are you willing to, give up some of these luxuries? Are you willing to stop smoking cigarettes, which drains you financially? If you come to me with a budget issue and you are smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, you don't have a budget issue, okay? I hate to break it to you. You have an addiction that's costing you money. You need to let it go. You need to get real with yourself sometimes, people, and it's ugly and it hurts and nobody wants to sacrifice, but then you don't really want to succeed either. I mean, if we're being honest, right? Cami says she's giving up sleep. Yeah, I didn't sleep for the first 2 years of my business. And people are like, oh, yes, you did. No, I didn't. I slept an hour here, 2 hours there. If I got 3 hours in a row, the first 2 years I was building my unique business, I felt like that was a huge win for me. A huge win. It was like, holy cow, I wasted 2 hours in a day. I could have been building my business. But people think that, that those things, they're willing to sacrifice those things and then complain about where they are in their life. And those two things don't work, okay? They don't work. They don't go hand in hand. It's not going to fly. You're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to just have to do it. Okay, so Yeah, Katrina's sharing in a comment below that she hasn't been out in 8 months. She stays home. She saves money. And let me tell you something else that's kind of driving me crazy lately. So many of you follow me. So many of you know that I have a vacation home in Vegas. And it's a beautiful home. We're very, very proud that we own that home. And we're very honored. And we worked really, really hard to get that. But here's what you might not realize. I won't say that it's because of Younique that we have that home. What it really, really is, that's actually the third home we've owned in Vegas. 2 of those Vegas homes we owned before Younique was even in the picture, was even a player in our financial situation. And it's everything that we did that led up to me starting this business with Younique that allowed me to retire a year ago and my husband to retire this year, both of us from multiple 6-figure incomes. It's all the pre-work that we did before Younique even came along. We got out of debt. We stayed debt-free. We never bought anything new. We stayed in the same house that we live in today is the house that we lived in 19 years ago that my husband bought on a handshake from an old timer for $168,000 in Alaska. Okay. You can't buy a storage shed in Alaska for $168,000. And we scrimped and saved and sacrificed so that when these blessings came into our life like Younique, we could capitalize on it. We could take advantage of it. So dig the well before you're thirsty. This is another thing I say all the time. Don't wait until your husband's laid off before you start working your business. Don't wait until there's a medical emergency in your family and you have to leave work to take care of a sick loved one before you decide that you need this business to work for you. You need to get your poop in a group right now. You need to give a damn about your situation today. And you need to get yourself debt free. You need to stop overspending. You need to live below your means so that all this extra money that you're going to be earning with your Younique business is a blessing. Okay? It's a blessing and it's a bonus. So many women are making extra money with their business right now, you know, a couple $100, $1,000, $500, whatever it is. And it's just disappearing. It's just going into the fold. It's not getting you anywhere. And then you become reliant on that additional income. And if it goes away or something happens or 3 of your girls quit or you decide you don't want to work because it's a Monday and the moon's out, and you lose that additional income that you've become accustomed to and you haven't been doing the right thing with your money, yeah, it's all going to crumble. And you don't be surprised when that happens. Okay, so I know I'm preaching, I know I'm getting on a soapbox a little bit, but here's what I see. I see that we have this gift of opportunity with this business. It's the most brilliant gift, and we're abusing this gift. The extra money, listen, you lived with that, whatever extra money, let's say your Younique business is bringing in $300 extra a month. You were scraping by before this extra $300 a month. So you need to continue to scrape and pinch and save and clip coupons. Listen, I am on the wall of influence. We all know what that means. And do you know that I still clip coupons? And I can't imagine a time in my life where my money mindset would ever shift away from that kind of money mentality. Because that's what broke people do. They get a little bit of money. There's a big difference between being rich and having wealth, right? And a lot of times people get a little bit of money and they go and they blow it on, you know, something fancy or whatever. Calm down, save your money, get out of debt, refocus. I've posted before. Dave Ramsey promotes this free website called everydollar.com. Every single one of us needs to have a family budget. We need to be real with what we owe and what we're earning. And we need to use this business to propel our lives forward, to set ourselves up. Don't let this extra money that you're earning with Younique just disappear. Don't let it just become part of, you know, the day to day. Don't let that happen. Please, please, please take this opportunity. Let 2016 be your year. Budget, save, say no to things, live below your means, and let this income that you're generating with Younique be a blessing to you and your family, because it is. It is. So anyway, love ya. Love y'all. Poop in a group. Yeah, I say that a lot. I know it's kind of probably not inappropriate. Lindsay gives up deodorant. Listen, I'm not advocating that you stink. I'm not sure it'll get you additional business, but hey, if it does, report back. Comfort zones. Yes, Jamie, outside of your comfort zone, you can stay in your comfort zone if you want, but you're never going to grow. So you got to get out of it. You got to stop it. You got to do it. You got to go for it. You got to grab, and what do I say? You got to grab your business by the balls and give it a shake. Like, go freaking do it already. Okay. Go do it. Do something right now. Message people, get some online beauty bashes lined up. Let's make a difference. Let's make a change. Okay. You're the only one that can do it. I can't do it for you. I love you guys. We'll see you soon.